So my experience of living in Ireland is kind of mixed, because my mum's side of the family are Irish. They're all from Waterford, and my children's dad is Irish. He's from Dublin, and I've never had any issues in Ireland. I love Ireland. Dublin is probably my second favourite city. I've travelled all over Ireland. I've lived in many parts of Ireland, stayed in many parts of Ireland. But unfortunately, there is a part of Ireland that I will never, ever, ever step foot back in. And that is Donegal. I found Donegal... Sorry, that's my dog. Even my dog agrees. And she was born in Dublin. I found Donegal to be the most racist, unwelcoming part of Ireland. And it actually hurts me to say it, because I'm half Irish. So, first of all, there is a small part. I mean, Donegal's huge. But there's a small little place called Ballyshannon, where my children went to school. The teachers were racist. They didn't like them because they were English. Even though they've got Irish in them, their dad's Irish, and, you know, their mum and their nan, like, got Irish in them. They didn't like them because of the colour of their skin. There was a very large undertone of just hatred towards my children. Both of them got monkey noises, bananas thrown at them. This is how backwards this place is, considering you've only got Bundoran just up the road. And Bundoran is a seaside town where they have Sea Festival, where, you know, I remember one year Dizzy Rascal was playing there, and I was so excited that Dizzy Rascal had come over to this little seaside town where all the surfers go, and it was so cool and everyone was so happy. And it's a shame that even in Bundoran, my son kind of had issues going on nights out, and there was another kid who was a close friend of my son, and his little brother was mixed race, and whenever there was any trouble, fingers would always point. So you're looking at a town that's very backwards. But I think the comments and the hostile actions of the teachers in the school was what really shocked me. And I remember firing off a very stern email calling out the bigots, and how, you know, my children proving birth certificates, you know, with daddy being Irish on their birth certificate, saying how disgusted I was that in this day and age that this was allowed to go on, and these are teachers, and how is any kid going to sort of improve or want to learn when they have that kind of discrimination thrown at them. But then we went to look at a house in Donegal town, and it was lovely. It was in the middle of nowhere, and the guy was like, have you got a job in the area? Because obviously where we were living at the time was a good sort of 40 minutes out. And I was like, no. I said, look, if you've got an issue, I'll give you 6 months rent in advance with the deposit. Don't worry, I can pay the rent, but just for security, I'll do that. And he was like, brilliant, no worries. Do you want to come up and look at the house? I was like, yeah, it looks nice in the pictures, we'll come up. So we arranged a viewing for the next day, went up, and his face absolutely dropped as soon as he saw me get out of the car. Then he saw my children. And you just know, you feel it. It's just a feeling that a black person will know that you're just not liked. I think we got home and my email pinged, and I got an email saying, yeah, you're not having the house. No other explanation, no reason why. I knew the reason why, because the colour of my skin, colour of my children's skin. But Donegal, honest to God, I think my poor granddad would be turning in his grave at the treatment that we got when we lived there. And it's a shame, because I love Ireland, but I will never ever step foot back in Donegal.